It's a great day, my amazing CEOs, by the way. Rod Hudson, a dedicated dad and a serial entrepreneur, faced a challenge. And his challenge was, how does he desperately find coupons for his kids? Like, okay, he was sitting there and he said, I would like to do pizza. And I want to order pizza for my kids, and I need to find a coupon online. And his biggest struggle to find one online is that he couldn't find a coupon. Now, here's the one who had stepped back on his cash. He'd already reduced his expenses by $200, and this is just his utility bills. So, this is a guy that's kind of cash conscious. So, hence, his journey began to create Honey, which was a browser extension that would allow him to get coupons online. And he found out, it wasn't smooth. So despite his MIT background, despite him wanting to be a serial entrepreneur, despite him partnering with other folks to create a browser extension that allowed him to go online, and that browser extension would do a search to find the cheapest pizza or find coupons to get a discount on things he wanted to order for his kids, which would save him money. Very honorable approach. Isn't that how it starts for many of us CEOs? There's a problem that we have or a problem that someone we know has. Could be a client, it could be a prospect. And we say, we're going to be the ones to go out there and we're going to be the ones that make this thing happen. So as a result, hold on, let me see, make sure y'all can hear me. Yeah. And so as a result of trying to make that take place, it wasn't happening. And so he tried to go get funding. He tried to get folks to invest. And although he was an entrepreneur, he had the best ideas, he wasn't making any sales. Here's the point that I want to make to you. Rod Hudson ran out of money in 2013. He had to go get a job during tough times. And there's nothing wrong with getting a job. It's honorable to have a job in these United States of America. But that wasn't what Rod Hudson wanted. But he didn't quit. So even without a significant investment, even without an influx of cash, what he learned was the value of word of mouth sales. So because he was providing value, he started getting folks who said, this is great. Now, what's the point I want to make? Today, he has over 5 million folks who have downloaded the browser extension at a time when apps are what they are. And he saved consumers over $170 million in coupons. Isn't that kind of cool? So what's the big takeaway for you as a CEO? Number one, know your customer's problem. Number two, keep searching for a solution. Even when the cash flow isn't there, when you're making sales, when you do good work, you can still use that word of mouth to actually extend the business. That is a sales system. I mean, think about it. Referrals is a sales system. Word of mouth is part of the sales system. You do those two things, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Every morning when we get started, we like to get started every single way with our mantra. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. So repeat after me if you can. Just repeat these words as a CEO. Continue to have this mantra. If you can't focus on sales, this is for your department. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. I'm very passionate about that. But it's also about what can we do as CEOs for our sales department. Well, we can have a pledge, not the mantra, but a pledge. And our pledge every single morning is, I will learn, earn, and return. So the reason we do the case studies, the reason we look at what's worked, yes, you've heard before, success leaves clues. I get that. But more importantly, if someone else has done it, so can you. So go ahead and make this pledge. No matter how smart you are, no matter how many degrees you have, no matter how many letters behind your name, repeat after me these words. I have to learn something new. Now, this is for the sales department. In order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Doesn't that just feel good? That's something that we can do as a CEO. That's all on us. It's on no one else but just us. I know. Isn't that cool? I love it, by the way. I love it every single morning. Now, we have 3 objectives when we get together. Objective number 1, sales progress. We're going to look at the progress that we're making every single day. We're taking actions. We're taking steps. There is some progress. Number 2 is to address any roadblocks. And number 3 is to focus on the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a CEO one-page sales plan. Now, without a CEO one-page sales plan, then you're out there struggling. If you don't have one, go over to www.ceosalesplan.com. Once you get there, you can download it. There's no cost for that. Number 2 is the sales cycle. What's the cycle that our clients go through from the time we meet them as a prospect to the time that they decide they're interested and we're communicating in our community, all the way to the moment that they turn out and they say, you know what, I'm ready to make a buy-in decision. And number 3 is our sales message, the words we're using. 5th sales pillar is the CEO sales dashboard, which is the indicators we're going to measure every single day. And then number 5, I know we got 5 sales pillars. That's all you need, by the way, and you're going to be successful, is a sales team. Yeah, a 7-figure sales team. You do those 2 things, and you're already going to be further ahead than most folks that are out there every single morning. Now, we get together. I love to check in with you. I love to say hello. Let's take a minute. We take about 60 seconds here, and I want to step back. And if you're watching right now live and you can see us, you can look right below the video. Go ahead and drop these words. Hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here as a CEO is a bat signal that you're in the conversation. We can see you, or you can see me, but I can't see you. Love to connect. I respond to every single one. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Hashtag replay. It's okay to do that. Hashtag replay. We know you're here. Or if you're just peeking in, you've downloaded the podcast. Thank you so much. You're watching on one of the on-demand streaming platforms, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon, maybe on YouTube Live right now. It doesn't matter. Go to @IamCheBrown. Drop me a note. Let me know that you're in the building. I would love to hear from you, and I'll respond back. Let me know what you enjoy most about the show, and also let me know how we can continue to add value to help your grow as well. So here's the big, what is CEO Sales Huddle? A question I get asked all the time. CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So you want to sell faster, you want to sell with less effort, you want to get somewhere quicker, then the CEO Sales Huddle is the #1 way to do that. And what is our big why? Well, our big why when we get together every single morning, it's all about sales growth. Yes, it's about accountability. Got it. But it's also about consistency. And you may have heard before that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do people most struggle with most? They struggle with consistency. This is a place you show up every single morning for 15 minutes a day. You might say, Shay, 15 minutes a day? Yeah, 15 minutes a day. You know, think about it. It's 1,440 minutes in every day. Okay, what are we asking for? I mean, this is for your sales department. This is for the department that generates the revenue. It's for the department that allows you to purchase the resources. And when you bring in revenue, it allows you to purchase the resources that are necessary to execute that big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So that's 1% of your day, 1% of your day to reach an outcome. And what's our outcome? $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And I want you to imagine right now that your business is extra $100,000. It's rolling in month after month after month because you focus on the one area that can only generate the money, and that is sales. You focus on serving, you focus on impacting, you focus on influence, you focus on making a difference in the lives of other folks every single day. And as a result, your business grows. Now, what's the path to get there? That's the question that comes up often. What do I need to monitor? What do I need to manage? What do I need to make it better? Well, we boiled it down to 5 key metrics. So you think about it, as a CEO, you have a lot of metrics you're looking at on a daily basis. I get it. And everyone has their KPIs or key performance indicators or things they want to look at. Maybe for you, all you got to do is look at your bank account. So someone, if you had one indicator, look at your bank account every day and measure how much money is coming in because of the people you're serving. It's amazing how that'll get your focus real fast, by the way. But anyway, let's just not. There are 5 sales pillars. There's leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Only 5 categories. Now, in these 5 categories, we've done something really special. We've put together for the first time ever we put together the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, if you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, I'm going to encourage you to do that right now, by the way, because you can go over to www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Now, I'm going to show it to you. We're going to show it to you. It's a sales sheet that we created, but you can download it now. There's no cost, no charge, no money required, and it's going to be perfect for you. I know that, but let me go ahead and bring it up for you now. This is what it looks like. So you open up your CEO Sales Dashboard right now. And once you open it up, you'll see there's 5 categories on the right-hand side. And you'll see going all the way across, we have dates. So this is something that will take you maybe 3 to 5 minutes to fill out. Maybe you can do it every morning during this 15 minutes. You block this 15 minutes of time on your schedule as you're listening to the CEO Sales Huddle. And then you can say, okay, let's go down and look at the leads. How many leads came in yesterday? How many leads were engaged? How many leads were qualified? This is in your sales department, the one area that generates cash flow. Then you look at appointments. How many appointments were set? How many were run? How many offers were made? And then today, I just want to focus on the deals, because the deals mean that, you know what? The deal closed. And there was a time that I used to just only measure if I got the deal or not. And that could create a problem, because I'm thinking, okay, if I didn't get the deal, it was a bad day. And that wasn't true. So you notice that we have several categories under each area that we like to measure. So when you go look at deals, we say, wait a minute. There are deals that close. So look at yesterday and go ahead and write down how much revenue, how many deals closed yesterday. Some of you have added another category and put the revenue associated with the deal that closed, because I understand there's unequals among equals. Every deal is just not the same. And then go back and look at how many deals closed over the last 7 days. And some of you go back the last 30 days. Now, as you're doing that, we're going to go and peel the onion. And we're not going to just say, okay, I got a deal, I didn't get a deal. We're going to reward our activity. And so we created a pending category. The reason the pending category is there is because I realized that, sometimes there are deals that are very, very close. The offer's made, you believe it's going to close. There's one or two small things that have to happen, but you made the offer. They fully understand what they're purchasing or how you can solve their problem. And so under there, we have 3 different categories I like to look at. The first one is how many deals are pending. Okay, pending. How many are hot? That means they're going to close in the next 10 days. So 0 to 10 days are going to close. Maybe they got to get the ACH number. Maybe there's got to be a wire transfer. Something really, really small, but you feel really good about it. Okay, so 10 days, maybe max. Then we also go back and say, okay, wait a minute. How many deals yesterday are warm? Warm is 10 to 20 days. Maybe they got to review the contract one more time. Maybe you've got to have a check-in meeting, but the decision is made, but someone wants to be involved as a partner or they're an influencer in the deal. And that's very important. And then the last category that we have on here is the cold. Anything over 20 days, you've almost got to rebuild trust. They may have forgot what was involved. I mean, heck, I could watch someone train this morning at 9 o'clock, and by 9:30, my brain kind of forgets what even happened. I'm off to the next thing. So you imagine when you check in with someone 30 days later, okay? This is very important, because the reason we have the CEO Sales Dashboard is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So we're going to be measuring the key performance indicators, but we don't just stop there, because we also realize that for a number of folks that are watching, we're going to also celebrate any wins. So we're going to look at what's working and what's working really, really well. So do me a favor right now. Powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. Just 3 questions, and those 3 questions are very powerful. Question number 1 is, what are you most proud of? Question number 2 is, what's your biggest accomplishment? And this is just in the sales department, yesterday. And the last question, if you had to brag, come up here right now, and you could raise your hand high in the air, and you could come on board and you could brag. What's the one thing you want to brag about your sales department yesterday, or the day before, or the last 7 days? Heck, I'll give you the last 30 days. What's working really, really well for you? Powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So now we're going to understand that life's not always perfect. There's some hurdles we got to go through. So I want you to ask yourself 3 questions, just 3 questions. Question number 1 is, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday in your sales department? What's preventing you today from moving forward in your sales department? And what's the one thing you can do in your sales department today that if you did it, it would move your life and or business forward, and you make a decision that you're going to make that change today. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your day. My message of the day is full steam ahead. My message of the day is full steam ahead. My message today is put the pedal to the metal. No matter what you're doing right now, make a decision that you're all in. You're pushing all the chips in the middle of the table and you're playing full out. With that being said, I want you to know as a CEO watching right now that you're amazing. You're incredible. You're a game changer. You're someone that's going to measure. You're going to manage. You're going to focus on the sales department, which is the only department in the entire business that brings in the revenue. And as you're watching right now, you'll commit to what gets measured, gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And you'll take a look. And in the sales department as a CEO, you'll pause for 15 minutes, which you do when you tune in here, and you're focused on your sales department. And you'll get that CEO sales dashboard completed. And together, we're going to change lives. Yeah, you'll make the $100,000 plus a month. I get it, over and beyond whatever you're earning. But at the end of the day, you'll impact lives, you'll impact humanity, and you'll leave a legacy behind. With that being said, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. My name, by the way, for those folks that are tuning in, is Che Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless. I wish you all success. Peace.